Hi, I'm Michelle. You might recognize the symbol behind me and what it represents. But if you don't, the pink ribbon is an international symbol for breast cancer. In Singapore, one of the treatment options that are available is the drug Trustuzumab, also known as Herceptin. It is a recombinant humanized monoclonal antibody directed against the extracellular domain 4 of HER2. In this video, I will introduce Herceptin and briefly discuss the three mechanisms of action. The epidermal growth receptor, HER2, accounts for 20 to 30% of breast cancer. It is activated by the formation of homodimers or heterodimers with other epidermal growth factor receptor proteins. This activation triggers downstream pathways required for the abnormal proliferation of cancer cells. The first mechanism of action is HER2 degradation. It is observed that the binding of Herceptin to HER2 recruits ubiquitin ligase CCBL to the docking site, leading to its degradation. However, it is still unclear how CCBL is induced and how much it mediates the degradation. The second mechanism of action is the antibody-dependent cellular cytotoxicity. Xenograft studies showed that the natural killer cells in our body could target HER2 overexpressing cells that are coated with Herceptin through this mechanism. It was observed during the experiments that there was an increase in the number of both natural killer cells and cytotoxic proteins in tumor infiltrates. This can help to explain why cancer cells with high HER2 expression are more responsive to Herceptin. The third and most well-known mechanism is the inhibition of MAPK and PI3K AKT pathways. However, due to the time constraints, I won't go into too much detail, but essentially by interfering with the dimerization of HER2, Herceptin inhibits downstream pathways, leading to the suppression of cell growth and proliferation. However, despite its benefits, there are mechanisms of resistance to Herceptin. They can be summarized into three major categories. 1. Steric effects such as structural mutation in HER2 protein. 2. Alternative elevations of other tyrosine kinase receptors that can contribute to the resistance of the drug. And 3. Intracellular alterations in HER2 downstream signaling. Hence, further research studies have to be done to help design more specific and effective combination therapies. I hope you've learned about Herceptin through this video, and thank you very much for